Hey guys, what's up? It's YouTube Vids, and today I'm going to be presenting to you guys my WWE Championship Series statues. So basically, since the whole COVID-19 pandemic has been ongoing, I don't know if a lot of you are, if for anyone who shops online, a lot of you probably getting a lot of email advertisements from various stores with offers. You know, like I've been getting a lot from like Old Navy and other stores, like 50% off today, 60% off tomorrow, you know, and all this crazy stuff. But so the one thing, I'm one of those fortunate people that during this COVID-19 pandemic that I've got money to be able to spend. And so one of the things I started spending money on is some of these WWE Championship Series collectibles from EagleMoss. So as some of you may know, and I think I've shown it in the past, is I'm also a collector of the Walking Dead statues, figurines, miniatures, whatever you want to call them, from EagleMoss. And so I'm still building up that collection. But the WWE Championship Series collection is somewhat new as of last year. They just started it, and they've got quite a few statues on there now. And so today I'm going to present like the ones I've collected so far. I actually have some in the mail on the way now too. Which is pretty sad. I need to stop spending money on these things right now. So, but without further ado, so here we go. So I'll prefix by saying that these are all boxed, and I'm not taking these things out of the box, because once you start taking things out of boxes, they devalue the item. So just like with my Walking Dead figurines or statues, I've never taken any of them out of the box. So I plan on leaving these things in the box. Don't ask me to take them out because I won't. But that's just the way it's going to be. So I'll show you what I can of what you can see in the box, which you can see the front of the character and the sides a little bit. But I'll show you each character that I've got. And yeah, so most of these, like I said, I bought a lot of these in bundles. So, and I'll explain what bundle they were in, so that if you wanted to purchase them yourself, you understand what unique ways that you can purchase them. So the benefit of purchasing them in bundles was that the bundles usually save you like $5 or $10 or something like that. So if you purchased them individually, it would just cost you more. So the bundles help save you money, and I'm going to mention something at the end of the video that will help save you some money as well. So the first models I bought was called the Heart and Soul Collection. This was the very first set I bought, for whatever reason, but it just was. So the Heart and Soul Collection, as you could imagine, would include Bret the Hitman Hart. So as you can see, yeah, the lighting's pretty good now. There you go. So as you can see, you got Bret Hart in all his glory with the Hitman logo, you know, on the side of his pants and stuff like that. As anyone who remembers seeing Bret Hart in the past would remember him. Sorry about the blurriness there. So, and on the side, you got Hall of Famer and one of the greatest technical superstars in WWE history. Bret Hitman Hart is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. So on the back of every single one of these, they have actually a magazine. This is an actual magazine inside the plastic here. And again, I'm not even touching this. I didn't even touch the magazine, because again, like once you start reading opening pages, something could get torn or ripped or frayed or whatever. So I'm just leaving the magazine in there as well. But this is it's a collector's magazine with collectible stories. Oh, with collectible status, sorry. It says, or collectible statues, sorry. So the magazines, basically it says that, you know, each issue features an officially approved 16-page magazine written by WWE experts. Written by WWE experts, the magazine look at each superstar's career, their greatest matches, and the history of the WWE organization. So this is basically what the box looks like. And again, I showed you that's what Bret Hart looks like in the box. So I mean, it's not a bad portrayal of what Bret Hart looks like. Again, the statues can only look so realistic, But I think they did a pretty good job on Bret Hart. And again, like I like the idea of the magazine, but again, I'll never open these things because the box, I'm just gonna keep them in the box. All right, so that's the first one, and as you can imagine, that's the heart part. What do you think the soul part is? Dum. So we have The Undertaker as part of the soul part of the collection. As you can see, they did, I think, a pretty good job with The Undertaker. They even have his eyes like white, like rolled back in his head. But they did a pretty good job with his character, although it's kind of hard to screw him up because there's not much, Undertaker doesn't require too much definition, like body definition, because he's wearing his little cloak or whatever you want to call it, his cape. But they did a pretty good job on that one. And so here they have, again, the picture on the side of the box of The Undertaker. For over a quarter of a century, the dead man has cast a long and dark shadow over the entire WWE, striking fear into the heart of his opponents. The Phenom is a true legend. So that is what The Undertaker looks like, and that's what the magazine looks like on the back. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And again, like I said, I'm not touching the magazines or anything like that, so I have no idea. I might get risky at some point and show you the inside of the magazines, but that's not going to be in this video. I might take a chance and pull the magazines out and look through them and see if there's anything unique or interesting in there, but at this point, I don't really see myself doing that. I hate this mic. I need to get a new mic. All right, so the next, well, I'll save one of the batches. So the next set I bought was Julia Echo Romeo the Shield. All right, so sorry. I know that's not the exact opening, but so they have Roman Reigns, which they did a pretty good job, I think, at least on his the protective gear that he has that he wears on the outside. Looks like they did really good with the detail, and they tried their best, I believe. It looks like they did a pretty good job too with the you can see his tattoo on his right arm. They did a pretty good job on that. They got the boots and everything. You can see that as well. Again, the lighting's kind of bad right now just because of the fact that it's light outside. I could have put the blinds down, but that's all right. So this is the Roman Reigns one. So never one to shy from a challenge. Roman Reigns has spent his entire life smashing people's expectations. The big dog does not back down. So this is the side of the box. Remember that face? It's ugly as F. No, it's flat. Sorry. Here's the magazine for him. Pretty good. And then the other side of the box. Again, I'm not really showing this, paying attention too much to this side of the box because it basically says the same thing. So that is one part of the Shield. Now, I know some of you are going to be saying, like, what? Oh my God, the Shield, the whole Shield? Burn it down. All right, so the next part of the Shield you have is Seth Rollins. And I'm going to burst your guys' bubble in a second here. So that's what Seth Rollins looks like. They did all right. I mean, it seems like he has a little bit more muscle definition than that. And I don't think they usually do stuff with, like hair stubble or anything like that. Because as you can see, like for his chest, like he doesn't really have, Seth Rollins got like some chest hair stubble. They didn't really do that level of detail, which is kind of sort of disappointing. But, I don't know how you really do that with models like this, or figurines, miniatures, whatever you want to call them. So the side of the box for Seth Rollins, known as the Architect. Seth Rollins has declared himself the future of the WWE Universe with his multiple championships. Who can really argue? I don't know, man. I don't know. But so this is what the side of the box looks like, and then his magazine on the back here. Pretty cool. So what I will say is that the Shield collection, and then you see this. See, this is what I got to deal with. This jerk right here jumping on the freaking. This is why I can't, like, keeping this thing clean is rough, because the cats always want to come lay down on the damn thing. They're just freaking annoying now. But So that is the Shield collection. That is the entire Shield collection. So there is no Dean Ambrose in the Shield collection. It is just Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. All right, so let's move on to the next sets. I guess Maxwell wants to stay in this video. Jerk. All right, so are you ready for the New Day? Too bad they don't have Kofi Kingston holding the pancakes. They did, I don't know, they kind of, like, his eyes look a little weird, but I feel like, you know, they did okay on Kofi Kingston. I mean, at least they kept the hair all right, I guess. This is supposed to be Kofi Kingston if you couldn't recognize him at first. I mean, obviously, I think you can, but so they did all right with Kofi Kingston. I feel like they could have done, I don't know. You know, again, it's hard. It's all, you know, everyone's a critic, right? So the New Day's upbeat Kofi Kingston is one of the ultimate daredevil high flyers and a WWE champion. The Dreadlock Dynamo continues to hit new heights. So I feel like that to me looks like a statement that says, like, we don't know what we want to say about Kofi Kingston. So this is what we're just gonna put. Because again, at the time this came out, he was a champion. So Collector's Magazine, of course, again, this is what it looks like for him. All right, so that is Kofi Kingston. Maxwell, you're gonna have to move. And I'm just in my pajamas, and the main reason why I'm recording this today is because, you know, again, there's nothing to do right now, guys. There's absolutely nothing to do. I mean, I could probably clean a little bit, but nah. All right, so next we got Big E. They did a pretty good job. I feel like they did a really good job on Big E, actually. You know, again, with the faces, it's kind of hard to get, like, that detailed. Oh, actually, that's pretty good. That zoomed in pretty good. But yeah, this is the detail for Big E. I mean, they get his outfit, like, they nailed that. That looks really good. It's too bad it's not open in the back and they didn't put, like, the magazines on the side or something like that so you could see, like, the whole thing. So Big E, don't be fooled by the smile. The New Day's Big E. Sorry, this is kind of, my hand is, like, moving and making it rough for the camera to focus. The New Day's Big E is a tank of a man who slams superstars into the mat and can deadlift a car. That's the power of positivity. So that's what the side looks like. And then basically his magazine looks basically the same as the side. So that's what Big E's thing looks like. It's not too bad. They actually did. I feel like, you know, that's a lot of detail. That's a lot of detail to have to get, you know, perfect for it to be worth purchasing. And again, this was a collection set that I bought as well. So then you also have they actually got him with the trombone. They got freaking Xavier Woods, and he's got the green trombone. But look at that. That's pretty neat though. That they actually included the trombone with his character. So that's pretty neat. You know, you would think that maybe they would skimp on that potentially, but because it is a thing as far as, like, you know, his character's concerned, you know, they actually included that. So that was really cool. So for Xavier Woods, earning degrees and WWE Tag Team titles, the New Day's trombone-playing, booty-o's munching Xavier Woods brings infectious magic and wonder to the WWE Universe. So there's Xavier Woods, and then, of course, there's his magazine. Gosh, this lighting is terrible. All right, Maxwell, move. Come on, get down. All right, so that's those. We're not done yet, though. We're not done yet, though, guys. Sorry, I forgot I moved my camera over here, so I keep looking over here, but I moved it over here. So we've got 5 more of these things left to go. We've got 5 more of these things left. So the next set was, it was called Just the Club. The next set was called Just the Club. And so you have to imagine who would be part of the club. The first person as part of the club, they don't want none. Yeah, they don't want none. All right, so you got AJ Styles. Let's see if we can there you go. It kind of zoomed pretty good on his face. ish. See, they even gave him abs. Look at that, dude. They gave him abs. They actually gave him ab definition, which is pretty good. Again, like, you don't have hair. Actually, let me see. Do they? No. Again, you don't have hair because you know that he's got, you know, some stubble hair on his body, but you know, they don't get that detail with it. So, but they did pretty good. They did pretty good with like the jacket and the pants and everything. That looks pretty good. And you see the bottom of his shoes. They got the color, the white and the blue and all that stuff on there. So that's pretty neat. And then on the side here with his thrilling aerial moves and his history-making championship run, AJ Styles has redefined what it means to be phenomenal. So this is the side. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles. You know, can you imagine? What if AJ Styles was in the WWE for longer? How much more well-established and known this guy would be in WWE by WWE fans. All right, so the next one we've got is the Boogeyman. No, I'm just playing. It might as well be, right? So they actually chose to go with the Demon King version of Finn Balor. Look at those eyes, dude. Those are kind of creepy looking. But look at this. I mean, they did like... That's a pretty damn good job they did there on the body art, the body paint. Like, I mean, as much as you can reasonably do, I mean, that's pretty damn good. That's a lot of good detail they did there. You can see on his legs. And again, this stuff is all the way around their body. It's not just the front. Obviously, you're only just seeing the front because that's the part that I can show you in the package. So here you go. Here's the Finn Balor's thing. A man capable of extraordinary deeds, including turning into a demonic entity. Finn Balor is an exceptional competitor and the first ever Universal Champion. It lasted a whole day. I can't believe that they would even put that on there because he hasn't become Universal Champion since then, right? So here's his magazine. I don't think he became Universal Champion since then. So, like, he had it, he dropped it due to injury and never seen the damn championship belt again. So, the fact that they would even put that on there, like, I think it's just like, what else do we put? Like, that we buried this guy, essentially, after he won. You know, they could have put something, I thought he was Intercontinental Champion, right? I thought they could put something on there about that, trying to keep an eye on the time. So, I'm trying not to make this too long. This is probably going to go about 25 minutes or something. We'll see. We're about 17 right now. Or so. All right, so actually, before I move on to the next one, okay, so we're gonna go old school here. So obviously, most of you know who these guys are, and you know most of you will know who this next guy is just based on the name alone. But like again, if you were alive and watching wrestling at the time that this guy was on TV and wrestling and stuff like that, like it makes it much more relevant and interesting to you. I know it does for me. But here we go. So the next guy we've got, this is the only individual one I've bought so far. All right, so this is obviously the Macho Man, Randy Savage, in all his glory. This is like almost like his Hulkamania colors when he joined Hulkamania. Remember how he wore the red and blue, or this is pink or the red and yellow, but this is like pink and yellow. But I believe these were like his colors that he wore. I feel like after he joined Hulkamania. So I think they did a pretty good job. I mean, obviously there's not too much that they had to do. His thing's not too busy, but obviously the strands coming from his outfit, like, you know, that had to be a pain in the butt. Like that, you know, that's pretty good detail for, you know, what you could do with that. They did the hat pretty well. His glasses are nice looking. Exactly how Macho Man would look with those glasses. So again, for any of you who remembered him when he wrestled with this particular ring attire, it has so much more meaning to you. And I remember that because that was, again, I was watching wrestling. I was a huge wrestling fan when, you know, guys like Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, when they were wrestlers, Sergeant Slaughter, that's wrestling to me. All right, so a larger-than-life character whose colorful costumes were only outdone by his performance inside the ring, Macho Man Randy Savage is a true WWE legend. And so they didn't really say much about him there, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, I'm sure they could have said more than that, but that is his picture, and that is the magazine for Macho Man. So for any of you that don't remember, my most memorable moment of Macho Man Randy Savage will always live in my head forever till the day I die, was the WrestleMania 7 match between him and the Ultimate Warrior. And again, most of you probably won't even remember that. WrestleMania 7, Macho Man versus Ultimate Warrior in the career-ending match. And again, if you have WWE Network, watch that match. I'm telling you, if you have not gone back and ever watched old WrestleManias and you have the WWE Network, you are missing out. You need to go back and watch WrestleMania 6, WrestleMania 7, like all those early WrestleManias. They were really, really good and had, you know, again, anytime you have a WrestleMania with Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Macho Man, $1 Million Man, I mean, all, you know, Sergeant Slaughter, all those guys that made, geez, even the model Rick Martel, half of you probably don't even know who the hell that is. But, like, all those guys made wrestling just so interesting. Jake the Snake Roberts, oh, God. Like, they had such great matches. And they don't, you know, the matches today don't even compare to those in the past, in my opinion. I remember WrestleMania 9 was also really awesome as well. That was the one they did in, like, Caesar's Palace or something like that. I believe it was the first one they ever did that was outside. And that was really cool. Yeah, so, but anyways, that had Hulk Hogan. That was Hulk Hogan. That was when they had Yokozuna versus Bret Hart. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Bret Hart. Like, any matches with Bret Hart, the Hart Foundation. Again, there was just so many good characters. You know, the one thing I am disappointed in is that they do not have, on the EagleMoss shop, I believe, they don't have Anvil Neidhart. So I was expecting a pairing of Bret Hart and Anvil Neidhart as part of like the Hart Foundation or something like that, but they don't have Anvil yet. I'm assuming they'll have him at some point, but they don't. So, but we'll talk about that. All right, so this next person came as part of they were called the Trailblazers pack. Now, some of you it might be a little disputable as to who's in the Trailblazers pack, for one reason. You know, again, but this is not the reason why. So the first person, there's only 2 people in the Trailblazers pack, and this was one of them. If you smell what the croc is cooking. All right, so this is obviously The Rock, the great one, with his name on his nuts. So they got his tattoo and everything in there. I think they did a pretty good job on that. It looks pretty close to legit. And they even got the mic and everything, so that's pretty neat. Like that's actually not a bad model or statue for him. Like that's pretty cool because that's like, again, original Rock, so to speak. So the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock is more than a WWE champion. He's the people's champion. Oh, snap. All right. So very nice, very nice. And again, there's his magazine. So most of them, it's kind of interesting how sometimes the side picture usually matches the magazine, but this one, the magazine is different looking than the side one. So that's kind of neat. At least it makes it unique. So that is one half of the Legends or the Trailblazers collection. So the last model I have, this was part of the Trailblazers connection, and you guys are not going to believe who this is. Yes, they put John Cena. John Cena was actually part of the Trailblazers pack. To me, I'm kind of like, I don't know that he belonged in the Trailblazers pack. I mean, I get why they put him in there, but like they don't even have a Stone Cold figure right now, and that may be the only reason why they put John Cena in there. Possibly, but I still can't believe that the John Cena was included in that pack. Like, and that's for me. You guys know I'm a John Cena fanboy. The leader of Cena Nation, sorry, with an ethos of hustle, loyalty, and respect, John Cena has become a pillar of the WWE universe, both in and out of the ring. So we all, obviously, you all know John Cena, and so his cover, his side one is different than his front one. Just like with The Rock. I think there was only a couple that were like that, really. So that is the set that I have right now, guys. So there's a lot there. I mean, I bought 3, 7, 10, 12. There's 12 of them that I have so far. And so I'm going to mention like who else is left to be collected right now. So they actually have a bundle called the Horsewomen bundle, and that includes Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, and Bayley. Now you can also buy them individually, but again, guys, so I'm gonna say this: these models individually are $20 basically. They're $19.95, so they're essentially $20. If you were to buy them in a bundle, for example, the club bundle, which was, you know, AJ Styles and Finn Balor, that was $35. So essentially, you're saving yourself $5 more or less, you know, and some change possibly for just buying them together. So you're better off looking for bundles. The New Day, for example, 3 figurines, that was $50. So that basically saved $10 essentially by buying all 3 at one time. So, and that doesn't include like discounts and stuff like that. So other wrestlers that they have is they've got Braun Strowman. Again, these are the ones I don't have. Braun Strowman. Triple H is somewhat new. They've got Daniel Bryan. Ronda Rousey. That's a newer one, actually. They've got Kurt Angle. Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn. Asuka. Shawn Michaels. Becky Lynch. See, some of these are really newer. Ultimate Warrior, that's probably one of the next ones I want to get, is Ultimate Warrior, because I love the Ultimate Warrior. Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, ooh, and Alexa Bliss. So actually, Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Alexa Bliss are all available for pre-order. Oh, I've got to get that Alexa Bliss. That looks hot. They actually look like they did a really good job on her. If the actual model looks anything like the pictures, which they usually look pretty close to it. So yeah, so that is all of the collectibles I have, guys. Hopefully you guys found those interesting. I mean, I think they're pretty neat looking, and like I said, I'm very unlikely going to take these things out of the box. I might put some on display back there, but you know, I'm kind of running out of room. I may have to put them on I need more shelves for stuff like this. I need a place to put collectibles. So that's one thing I need to worry about in this office at some point, or downstairs, or I don't even know where I'm going to do that, but I'm going to need some place to put the collectibles. So one thing I will say though is that, so if you shop through EagleMoss, that is the place where I buy these. It's EagleMoss, exactly how it sounds, the word Eagle and Moss, M-O-S-S. I'm going to put a link in the description to the website, but what I'm going to include, the link I'm going to provide will be a link that allows you to get a 20% off discount on your first purchase. So if you click my link, it's not really an affiliate link really, but it kind of is. It kind of is, but it isn't. I'm not an actual affiliate for EagleMoss at all. I didn't sign up for an actual affiliate program, but when you buy stuff through them, normally at checkout, they say, you know, thanks for buying. Here's a link for you to give people to save 20%. But then if someone buys something through there, then it also will give me 20% off on a future order as well. So it benefits you and it also benefits me. So if you guys decide that you want to actually purchase one or more of these figurines or models, statues, whatever you want to call them, through EagleMoss, use the link in the description so you can save yourself 20%, and then you can help me out and save me 20%, because I'll definitely be buying more of these things in the future. I've actually already, like I said, I've already got more on the way. I think 3 more I believe. I can't really, I don't really remember which ones I bought. But I've got 3 more on the way, I believe, and so I'm definitely going to be buying up more from this collection. Again, there's a lot of sales going on now, so I don't know if you can use my discount code in addition to if you can build like promo codes on top of that, but their website has been having a lot of good sales. They've got sales going on right now related to Easter where you can get additional discounts at checkout. So again, if you're looking for a time to buy anything online and you have the money to do it, now is the time to start buying things online, because everyone is trying to sell something. Because again, people can't go to the store in some cases, right? Or they don't want people to go to the store. So they're basically advertisers. They're trying to find a way to get people to buy their products in a time where, you know, they're probably not getting a lot of sales because of the virus. So just something to keep in mind right now, guys. But I appreciate everyone who watched this video. Thank you very much. And you know, like I said, I'll be, the next time I get more of these things in, I'll be sure to do another video and present, you know, maybe when I stock up quite a bit, I'll do another video and present them all at once. So thanks again, guys, for everyone who watches. I hope you enjoyed the collector models. You know, like I said, make sure to use the link if you buy some, if you decide to buy some, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.